Meanwhile, in Australia today, of course, the boss of Qantas, Alan Joyce, had to front up to a Senate committee where he was grilled pretty mercilessly about the massive profits the national carrier's been raking in and the big pay packet he's taking with him when he departs the business later this year. Take a little squiz.
Is it legacy conditions for the thousands of workers you've made redundant and replaced at substantially lower rates of pay, while you're walking away with $125 million over 15 years? Would you describe those as legacy terms and conditions that you are under?
So what I get paid is by the shareholders of Qantas who vote on my salary every year.
But meanwhile, the federal government today basically admitted that they are running a protection racket for Qantas. Now, as we talked about last week, anyone who's flown with them recently will know that airline prices, the price of a flight's gone through the roof, the service has gone through the floor. 38% the cost of a Qantas flight has gone up since 2019, and we're going, well, what the hell are we paying all this for? The federal government won't let Qatar have 20-odd extra flights into the country each year. Here's the Assistant Treasurer, Stephen Jones, today basically saying, well, you know, we get it. We know that airline prices have gone through the roof, but we're actually wanting to secure profits for private business.
We can drive prices down, but if we drive them down to a level where it's actually unsustainable to run an airline, instead of having two carriers, we'll design our markets in a way which will make it unsustainable for the existing Australian-based carriers.
So we could drive prices down, but we won't do it because an airline just raked in a record profit. Biggest profit it's ever received in its entire history, and he's worried that Qantas might not be profitable if the government makes some small changes that would put downward pressure on prices, like letting other airlines into the market. It's protectionism at its worst.
I just want to know what shareholders in Virgin Airlines must be thinking about this. I mean, what about a government stepping in to help them make a profit? Or what about the small business owner down on the corner of this local street? You know, what about him? Are the government helping him to make a profit and looking after him?
This is so obvious, and obviously we don't get our money back.
No, right.
I can't believe there hasn't been one mention of, well, given that we've made so much and the taxpayer was so generous, here's your money back and we'll keep what we made on top of that. Like you say, nobody else was bailed out. Virgin didn't get a red farthing, and it's just more terrible optics. We've got Albo's son sitting in the chairman's lounge, like you say. We've got Qatar going, why can't we have more flights? No competition for our Qantas. Absolutely protected species as long as we're in government. Thank you, Labor. It is such a clear, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, vested interest. Taxpayers, I hope they're watching this, because we can vote with our dime and fly with any other airline.
Those gin and tonics in the chairman's lounge must taste good, is all I can say.
You forgot to mention Qantas are supporting the Yes campaign as well.